Assalamu alaikum and hello everyone to this new video about another essential type of paragraphs, which is the argumentative paragraph. Argumentative, from the verb to argue. You know, arguing is one of the soft skills, right, which we use, right, very often in our speaking skill, right, when we express or discuss certain topics. So today we'll see how to implement this skill, this, you can say, skill critically in the form of an academic paragraph. How to write an academic argumentative paragraph. Also, it's called persuasive paragraph. Argumentative, persuasive. You argue to convince, to persuade. You see, relationship between the two terms. Now, what do I mean by argument? An argument, in fact, is a point of view which is supported by the writer through facts. It means the writer is going to adopt a point of view in his paragraph, right? Then he supports it, he defends it on the basis of the facts and the evidence he introduces in his paragraph. So, the writer's opinion represents his claim, and the facts he uses to support his claim represents evidence, claim and evidence, right? So the writer's claim is supported by the evidence he introduces. Also, we have another term which is persuasive, persuade. Here it means you convince the reader. So the aim of defending or supporting his opinion is not just to expose its different aspects or its different corners, but to convince the reader and make him agree with the writer's view. Right. The aim of the writer here in this type of paragraphs is to convince the reader of the writer's view, right, and trying to make him agree with him, see eye to eye to the idea of the writer in this paragraph. Clear? So, of course, when we say discuss a particular topic in an argumentative paragraph, of course, here we don't refer to any normal topic. Here we are speaking about a controversial topic. Right? That's why if we want to define the argumentative paragraph, we can say it's a kind of writing in which the writer tries to persuade, to convince the reader to agree with him, right, and with his opinion about a controversial topic. Now, why do we here specify particularly a controversial topic? Because here this topic bears, clear, right, it bears two views, two sides. It can be good or bad, useful or harmful, fruitful or futile, and so on. So with the writer here is going to adopt, right, and support one of the views and proves, right, that this view is the right view, through the facts and the evidence he introduces to influence the reader and to make him also convinced of his point of view, to make him agree with him. Right, agree with him. Right, so here we have three main points in this type of paragraphs. Right, I'm going to persuade the reader through using facts to make the writer, the reader agree with this writer's view concerning that controversial topic. Right. To choose one of his sides and defend it and support it. Good. Now, this topic, of course, it bears two views, two stances. Writer is going to support one of them. He will argue, try to convince the reader, depending on his evidence. Evidence, usually there can be facts, different types of facts, or even reasons, Now, if we want to start writing this type of paragraphs, what do we do at the beginning of the paragraph in our topic sentence? Now, here usually, one of the best ways to start an argumentative paragraph is to give the opposite opinion briefly. Then you introduce your opinion, the other claim, briefly, and then you support it. It means the topic sentence, usually, we start by referring to the opposite view. Right. Example, I don't know, topic of private schools. Some see them as good institutions to improve education. Others see them as, I don't know, bad idea. So you start first by referring to the view or the opinion which says it's bad. Then you express your opinion and say they are good. Many people think that, for example, that private schools are, I don't know, or deprive students of many rights. Yet these schools have a lot of positive effects, for instance. Clear? Things like that. So here, we usually, when we start writing an argumentative paragraph, we refer briefly to the other view, to the opposite or the opposing claim, then we introduce our opinion, right? And then we continue with the second part by mentioning and giving the facts to support our choice, our view and our opinion. Right. Example, we can start a paragraph using this topic sentence. Many people think that ads are very useful, but I think that their harm surpasses their usefulness. So here we first introduce the first or the opposing claim that ads are useful. Then the writer here gives his opinion that he will defend, he will support, which is that they have a lot of harm. Clear? Right, and bad effects. Also, example, we can say as a introductory sentence in a paragraph, although smoking is harmful, but I believe that smokers should have some rights too. Right. Another example, when we introduce first the opposite idea, then we give our opinion. Although the Constitution gives citizens the right to own guns, I believe that the sale of handguns to ordinary people should be illegal. So here, the first writer gives briefly the opposing view, the opposite opinion that permits the sale of handguns. Then he refers to his opinion, which is its harm and its why it should be banned and considered as illegal. Right. Or also we can start directly without sometimes referring to the other opposing view, opinion, and say directly, because of its cost and risk, the building of nuclear reactors should not continue. So here in this topic sentence, the writer starts directly introducing his point of view. Clear? His point of view without referring first to the opposing opinion. Clear? Opinion. This is concerning the topic sentence of the argumentative paragraph. Now, when we move on to the second part, which is supporting sentences, of course, here the writer is going to support now his point of view, right? To convince the reader. How? By giving evidence, by giving proofs. Clear? By introducing, certain factual evidence. That can be reasons, statistics, examples, opinions to, or any kind of factual evidence. Factual evidence, right? Factual. Usually there are three. You can do some three arguments, three proofs, 3 or 4, to back up your point of view and to show the reader why, okay, your choice, your opinion is correct. Of course, inviting him to agree with you, and trying to persuade him, convince him through these facts which represent your arguments and your proofs. Clear? And your proofs. Now, here, just as a remark, of course, when we deal with argumentative paragraphs, we are dealing with opinion, with point of view. That's why this type of paragraphs is likely to be subjective. Okay. It can be, you can say, it's a kind of subjective writing, because here the writer is defending his point of view, regardless whether it is true, correct, or wrong, false. Clear? Now, as a writer, he should support his view by these proofs, by, these facts. Right. Clear? That's why it is a kind of subjective writing. He's going to support his opinion, his own subjective opinion, using facts, right? And among these facts, he can use reasonable, right? Also opinions to back up also his stance and his claim, right? And his claim. So here we have factual evidence plus also, we can say, mixture of opinions that can act as also evidence and proofs to support his opinion, right, and convince his reader, right. Another also essentially remark about this type of paragraphs. Here, when we, we can say, when we back up or support one of the views by this topic, this topic is controversial. It bears two sides, two possibilities. Right, so the writer adopts one of them, supports only, right, one point of view about the topic, and he argues for it. It's either against this topic or for it. Right, but never, in this paragraph, you never combine the views for being against and the views for being for. Clear? Right, example, speak about ads. Either you defend the point of view which agrees that ads are useful, or the point of view which agrees that, for example, ads are harmful, right? But never speak about, for example, how ads are useful, and prove also at the same time, in the same paragraph, how they are harmful. One of the views. So, the argumentative paragraph includes only one point of view you are arguing for. Clear? It's either for or against, but never for and against. Right? For and against. Another also important issue we must take into account, and the essential element here, is the use of transition words and phrases. Now here we are arguing, we are trying to support an opinion using several facts, several arguments, several types of evidence. Alright, here we need to order them using these transitions to create this kind of harmony and coherence in our paragraph. Clear? Example, to give reasons and the proofs, you can use first, second, next, another one, because since as, right. And also, when you're given the counter argument, right, means in simple paragraph, you also use other transitions like but, however, nonetheless, nevertheless, although, despite, and so on and so forth. Clear? And so forth. Now here, just you might ask me a question about the use of reasons in such type of argumentative paragraph. Now, how can we differences between cause and effect paragraph, in which the writer uses causes, and an argumentative paragraph in which the writer also can use causes? It's very simple and easy. We say in the argumentative paragraph, When we give reasons, these are reasons to support one of the views within that controversial topic. One of the views. Good, why? Or bad, why? If it's good, you say why, give reasons. Clear. To oppose the other view. But in the cause and effect paragraph, we don't have two views here. It's always one phenomenon which has certain reasons. We need to expose. Mention that's all. Here we are just exposing the reasons for a particular fixed phenomenon or topic. But in the argumentative, we argue. We try to prove our claim, and this claim is we can say the opposing opinion against another one. Right. Good. Of course, at the end, when we want to end our argumentative paragraph, like any other paragraph, we conclude usually by restating the same topic sentence and, of course, writing its same content, either using different words or synonyms, or you change the order of words. Clear? So, like this, you can write a good academic argumentative paragraph. Right. Usually, we start first by introducing briefly the opposing view, then we introduce our point of view we want to defend and support, then we give, second part, our proofs and our arguments in the form of reasons, examples, and so on, one by one, using these transitions in the logical order, clear, from the strongest, of course, to the weakest, or the opposite, right? At the end, we, of course, conclude by citing the same topic sentence, and I repeat always here the writer supports one of the views about this controversial topic, not both of them, right? Either for or against. Good. Now let's take model paragraph to see how the skill of argumentation is implemented in the form of an academic piece of writing. Clear? This model paragraph, here it is, about immigration in America. It says, despite recent concerns about immigration to the United States, immigration contributes to the overall health of the American economy. So here the writer starts first by referring to that controversy, that debate, you can say, that other view, other claim, concerns about immigration, good or bad. Then he adopts and introduces his opinion, which is immigration contributes to. So here is an idea, contributes to the overall health of the American economy. This country has largely benefited from the skills, talents, and ambitions, that immigrants bring with them. This is the first evidence, the first proof that immigration is useful to the American economy. Right. American businesses gain from it a good source of affordable labor. Second proof, affordable labor. That's why immigration is good. It's very beneficial to American economy. While towns and cities are revitalized by immigrant families who strengthen communities through civic participation and generation of new economic activity. So here also American immigrant families, right, when they refresh the economy and strengthen the economic activity, is third proof, right, to support writer's view that immigration is really useful to America and its economy. Right. At the end, all in all, the United States must continue to welcome the newcomers for their positive influence on the economic machine of the country. You see, simply, he here uses three proofs, three arguments, three notions to support his point of view of usefulness of immigration within that controversial topic about immigration in general. Good or bad? He said it's good. Right, good. Now, let's see another paragraph which we have written by ourselves in a simpler language, also to show you, also, and give you another example how the argumentative paragraph is written using our modest and simple vocabulary and linguistic, if you can say, fortune. It's about nuclear reactors. But in spite of their advantages, the building of nuclear reactors should not continue. So here, he gives first the other claim, the opposing view and opinion. They are useful. Then he says they shouldn't continue. He is against them, not for. Right. First, these reactors are very dangerous. Number one, first proof, argument is they are dangerous. The radiation represents a direct threat to our health, causing different types of cancer and other diseases. The risk and danger, number one, first proof, first argument. Second one, building these reactors is very costly, expensive. Second proof, okay, and fact and opinion from the writer to support his opinion that nuclear reactors are dangerous and mustn't continue. Therefore, they require a budget of billions and billions of dollars at the expense of more important development projects. Moreover, third argument, third proof, these can be reactors replaced by different alternatives. They can be replaced by safer alternatives, which are cleaner and safer. The sun, wind, and water can produce a pro-environment energy. So here also we have three arguments, three proofs to support the view of the writer that building nuclear reactors is very dangerous, clear, unlike or opposing the other claim. In some conclusion, choosing to build these reactors is an insistence on risking our environment and destroying it. Right, so this is simply another model paragraph written by your teacher to show you how to use simple words to defend and to argue and to convince the reader about your opinion you tend to defend and to support in your paragraph. Clear? In your paragraph, which is of course an academic paragraph. Right, so here's the end of our lesson. Thanks so much for your attention and attentiveness, and I wish you the best all times.